First pitch for Ulysses Joaquin is raked in the air left field. Poland moving back, still on the run on the warning track. Leaps at the wall and makes the catch. One strike is the count. The pitch from Watson is ground ball, one hop. Nice stop by Wolding toward the line at third. He plants behind the bag and throws a strike to first to get Aleman for out number one. The 2-0 pitch, runner goes. The pitch is low and outside. The throw from Newman is on the money. The tag is in time. Davis out at second. The pitch is a hard ground ball, fair down the third base side and rolling toward the corner. Kicks off the wall, fielded by Trump. He fires into second base. There'll be a play there. The tag is in time. Jeff Hendricks thrown out at second, trying to stretch a single into a double. A terrific throw from the left fielder, Giandino Trump. And the first pitch to Kyle Martin is ripped in the air, deep right field. Moving back is Rubio. Looking up. Say goodbye. That ball is gone. 2-run home run. Kyle Martin is 18th for the season. 1-0. Lifted high in the air, left field and deep. Collymore moving back on the track, at the wall. That ball is gone. Giandino Trump with his 8th home run. Pitches inside, snap throw down to first. It's in time. David Harris is out. Chase Numata picks him off first, and there are two gone. I said a little bit ago that might be the pitch of the ball game. It wasn't, but I think this one very well might be. Crowd getting behind Jason Terry, and they are loaded with 2 outs. 1-run ball game. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Terrian gets out of it. He strikes out Willie Collymore to end the 8th inning, and the Manatees leave the bases loaded. Carlos Tocci leads things off as we begin the home half of the 3rd inning. Florida Threshers are up 1-0 against the Fort Myers Miracle on this Friday night. The first pitch is a nice bender in there for a called strike 1 from Sam Clay, the lefty on the hill. Threshers a run unearned in the 2nd inning. A 1. Swing and a miss. Off speed dropping low and inside. It's 0-2. Sam Clay pitched at Georgia Tech. He was drafted in the 4th round in 2014. He was a reliever in college. He made only 1 start in his 54 career appearances. The pitch, fastball fired high. It's 1-2. His 1.26 ERA as a sophomore at Georgia Tech, and 13 was the 2nd best single season mark in school history. 1-2 to Tocci, breaking ball down and inside, making 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clay was a 2-sport star in high school. He won 3 straight football titles as a quarterback in high school. Pitch is popped up, foul back off to the right side behind the plate. And the count remains 2-2 here on Carlos Tocci.
I can't imagine winning 3 titles in high school, because you have schools and players from every school who always have that one dream of winning a state title. And he got to do it 3 times.
2-2 on its way outside, and the count runs full.
3 times.
That's pretty incredible. I went to a high school that we were lucky if we won a game.
That's what I'm saying. There are plenty of high schools like that.
3-2 on its way to Tocci as a liner towards second, in between Hop, but the second baseman Witt has it, and his throw to first is in time to get Tocci. There's one gone to start the bottom of the 3rd.
There are some very good teams who just, for whatever reason, don't make it to a state final, let alone win one, let alone win 3. So good for him.
Yeah, I mean, Cord Sandberg played for a very good football program, and they won a state title, but I think it was the first one in something like 20, 30 years. First pitch breaking ball is waved out and missed by Malkin Canelo for strike 1.
And Manatee High School is known as a powerhouse in football in the state of Florida.
A 1 pitch to Canelo is taken for a called strike, outer reaches of the zone. It's 0-2. Canelo, a little tip of the head, but he's back in after a wide strike. The 0-2 pitch. He lays off. It's up high. Make it 1-2. Canelo's 0 for 1. He flew out to right field in the 1st inning. Went down, bases empty. Shade covers the home plate areas. The 1-2 pitch from Clay is a breaking ball low and inside toward the feet of Canelo. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Each team with 2 hits. Both hits for the Miracle came in the 1st inning. Threshers a single in the 1st, a single in the 2nd. The 2-2 is liner up the middle, out of the reach of Clay and into center for a base hit. And Canelo was the 3rd hit of the ball game for Clearwater. It's a 1-out single here on the bottom of the 3rd. Threshers in the midst of a brief 4-game homestand, hosting the Fort Myers Miracle. The second of 8 meetings between these two teams this year. Threshers won 3-2 yesterday. After this series, Clearwater's off on Monday. They then head to Daytona for 3 games. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, they'll be at Fort Myers for the next 4 after that, before another off day on August 2nd. And they're at Dunedin on the 3rd. Rudder goes. The first pitch is down low. The throw hits Canelo, and he's in safely at second base with the steal. That's his 10th stolen base of the season, and 1-0 the count to start Kingery.
Tough pitch for Murray to throw on. It was a breaking ball in the dirt, and Canelo got a good jump. I'm not even sure a perfect throw gets him.
Malkin Canelo now 10 for 17 in the steals department. Threshers have 2 stolen bases against Murray tonight. And Murray done a pretty nice job in a small sample size, throwing out opponents. 1-0. Breaks outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Kingery. Scott singled up the middle in the first inning. Stole his 26th base of the season. .293 average, good for 8th in the league. Entering play tonight. 2-0 is the count. 1-0 Threshers. One down, Canelo's at second. Clay a look back at second. He'll throw that way and fire it into center field. Up goes Canelo down to third base. That's an error on the pitcher Clay. The Threshers have Canelo at third with just 1 out. They're in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, last night we saw Murray throw one into center with Canelo trying to steal second. Clay just trying to keep him close, throws one into center, and both times Canelo was able to reach third. And now the RBI opportunity for Kingery becomes even more.
Infield will come in for the Miracle now. Kingery 27 RBIs, 2-0 is the count to him. Runner at third. The pitch, hard ground ball. It hit the runner in foul territory, says Jose Navas.
I mean, first off, Canelo's been hit twice while he's been running with the steal on that scorching grounder from Kingery. That's kind of the luck that Kingery's had in general with runners in scoring position. That was very close to being fair, but obviously it hit Canelo in foul ground. Man.
That was a hard-hit ball, too.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Canelo was able to shake it off so quickly, to be quite honest.
And Canelo really no chance to get out of the way of that. He was in foul ground. So it's 2-1 here on Kingery. Infield in, 1 out. The pitch is a hard ground ball. This one's through and past the dive of Witt into right center. A base hit for Kingery, and RBI as Canelo scores. And it's 2-0 Threshers here in the bottom of the 3rd.
What else can Scott Kingery do at this point? Another hit. This time it gives the Threshers a run. And a great approach. Stayed back and drove it into right center. 2
singles to center today for Scott Kingery. He picks up his 28th RBI of the season. He's 2 for 2, a stolen base and RBI today. And Threshers up 2-0 on the Kingery knock. Here's Mitch Walding. Clay is going to throw to first base. Kingery back in standing. Scott did steal a base against this battery in the first inning. Threshers have a couple of steals against them today. Malkin Canelo singled, stole second, went to third on an error. Another throw to first base. This one's low, but it's picked out by Rodriguez. Walding still awaiting the first offering. Walding's 0 for 1. He grounded out to first to end the first inning. He's had a lot more success against righties, but he swung the bat better against lefties down the stretch. First pitch to him, outside. Murray came up with a look at first. No throw, it's 1-0. Walding batting .225 now against left-handed pitching. .283 on the season. A ball and no strikes the count. Kingery at first. 1 out and a run home. And the pitch, check swing. Pitch was inside. They won't appeal it. It's 2-0. It's a very still evening. Normally we've got a breeze blowing pretty steadily out toward right, but the flags are pretty much still beyond the right center field berm. 2 out, the pitch. Check swing, ground ball, left side of the infield. To his left, White has it. He throws wild to second. and everybody's safe. White tried to go to second to get the force on Kingery. His throw was probably not going to get him anyways, but it was high and out of the reach of Witt covering, and they get nothing.
It would have been a bang-bang play at second, but even if he would have gotten the out, all his momentum is carrying him in. He had to twist his body and stop all the momentum and throw behind him to second. If you're White, just get the out at first. Take the second out. That's not a good decision.
That's the third error of the ball game for the Fort Myers Miracle. Emery Bonilla, the pitching coach, out from the Miracle dugout.
It's not helping. Clay's made an error in this inning. He's not helping himself out. White, just anytime you have a chance to get an out, just get the out. It was a slow hit grounder to begin with. Not a guaranteed out at second. All his momentum was carrying him towards home plate and then towards first. So he had to, again, stop all his momentum, turn around on the run, throw it off balance to second. Just not a smart play.
And with that, the Miracle don't get anybody. Kingery into second. Walding at first on the E5. 2 errors in this inning. Couple of hits and a run home for the Threshers as well. And a chance for more. They've got him at first and second with just one out for Zach Green. And Zach reached on an error his first time up today, which was also on TJ White. First and second, one away. Threshers up 2-0. We're in the home half of the third inning. First pitch to Green is in the dirt with a curveball. It's 1-0. Clay keeps trying to attack on the low and inner part to right-handed batters, but he's missed frequently with that pitch. He hasn't walked anybody. The run against him was unearned in the second inning, the 1-0. There's a fastball taken for a strike. Outer half, it's 1-1. Canelo is single up the middle, stole second, went to third on Clay's error, and scored on Kingery's RBI single. Walding aboard after the error on TJ White. The pitch down low to Green, make it 2 balls and a strike. Now runs 2 hits and 3 errors charged to the Fort Myers Miracle. Threshers with 2 runs on 4 hits. They have been clean in the field. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Green 253, 10 home runs, 52 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball popped up. This might stay playable on the first base side. Digging forward, Rodriguez, the first baseman. He calls off his catcher, Murray, and makes the catch in front of the Miracle dugout, and Green is out number 2. So 2 away, men at first and second. And it'll be up to Chase Numata to keep it going for the Threshers. Numata is 1 for 1 today with a single through the right side in the second. And Numata has now reached in 8 consecutive games. And that's from the right-hand side against the lefty Clay. Kingery's at second, Walding is at first. And the first pitch to Numata is taken outside. It's 1-0. Very warm evening here in Clearwater. Pretty good crowd on hand. It's Pitch for Pink night. We've got a post-game concert coming at you. The Titans of Rock, Journey and Bon Jovi cover band.
If I were them, I would lead with the DirecTV song.
1-0 is fouled off to the right side. It's 1 apiece on Numata. Is it really that good?
I take that back. That should be the encore.
I can't tell if it's good or not just by your reaction, because I've heard somebody else mention it as being like the worst thing he's ever done.
It's certainly not the best thing he's ever done. I'll show it to you in between innings.
1-1 is the count. 2 men on with 2 men out. Threshers up 2-0. The pitch is a hard hit ball right center field. To his left goes Maloney. That's down for a base hit in the gap. It'll score at least 1. Kingery crosses the plate. Walding gets the stop sign. Throw comes into second, not in time. It's an RBI double for Chase Numata. 3-0 Threshers in the third.
Another great at bat from Chase Numata, and he contributes again for the second consecutive night. His average up over 300. Chase Numata, Another multi-hit performance.
And you know, most of the damage that Numata's done is from the left side of the plate this year, but he's batting righty tonight. He's gone the opposite way both times, sent a single through the right side in the second inning, and this time drives a double to the right center field gap. Picks up an RBI as well. Numata 2 for 2 tonight, and the Threshers up 3-0. Here's Derek Campbell. Clearwater still threatening men in second and third. As Campbell steps in, no official at bat. He put down his sac bunt. First pitch, he swings and pops it in the air to center field. Maloney, couple steps in on it, makes the catch. And that will end the inning for the Threshers. But Clearwater tacks on 2 more runs. On 3 hits, there were 2 errors in the inning. And 2 men left on base. We're headed for the middle innings here on Pitch for Pink Night. It's 3-0 Threshers on the Threshers Broadcast Network.
Today we're joined by the Threshers All-Star third baseman Mitch Walding. And beginning things off, the 2016 MLB first-year player draft just behind us. Now, you were drafted back in 2011 in the 5th round. Take us back to that. What was your draft experience like?
It was a great experience. I was just at home in Lodi, California with my family and kind of watching the draft for a couple days. And finally, when my name got called, it was definitely an exciting moment for me and my family. And just super happy. Got to celebrate, meet my family and friends, and then got to go play summer ball for a while until I decided to sign. And Philly's been my home ever since, and I've absolutely loved the organization, and it's been a great time.
Where were you when you found out, and did it kind of line up with your expectations of where you thought you might go?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't exactly sure on where I was going to end up being drafted and what round and all that. I kind of had an idea, but not exactly for sure. I was just at home in Lodi, California, and yeah, the 5th round is where I ended up going. I knew it would kind of be somewhere probably around that area. I wasn't sure to what team, and Phillies were the ones that picked me, and it was couldn't ask for a better organization.
Now, you were committed to Oregon. Was there any thought that you would go to school instead of signing? What was that decision like?
Yeah, I know. I definitely was very close to signing with in order to go to Oregon. I wasn't quite sure on what exactly was going to happen. After I signed, I went and played Summer Ball League for about 2 or 3 months after the draft, and the Phillies watched me play over the summer and decided how much and all the other intangibles that go into it, and it ended up being enough to where I was going to sign and start my professional career.
You were a 2-sport athlete in high school, also started in football as well. When did you make the decision that baseball was going to be what you wanted to pursue?
I've kind of always known that baseball was like my main thing. I love football. I still think about football a lot. It's one of those big excitement games. It's not a lot like being on a Friday night football game in high school, which is always fun. But I've always kind of knew that baseball was my niche, my thing, and so that's basically since probably high school where I knew that I was going to be where I wanted to go.
Were you recruited at all for football?
Yes, I was. Just not too many big schools by any means, but Fresno State, Sac State, schools like that in local California, Northern California area.
Now, you're a shortstop in high school, as many draftees are. They start either as a pitcher or a shortstop or center fielder in high school. You're a third baseman now and have been pretty much throughout your professional career. What's one of the keys to adjusting to that position?
The game's a lot faster for sure over at third. When I was a short, I talked to Manzolino and Truby, who are both of our infield guys, and they talked about how shortstop can be a pretty position. You can make things look very, very nice there. We talked my first transition to third. They say, hey, third's an ugly position. You got to learn just get the ball in your glove and get over to first base. And so the side to side movement is that's basically what third is side to side, and getting the ball in front. And so that was my biggest transition, is just to learn that aspect of the game over there.
Now, offensively, you set a career high in home runs this season with the Clearwater Threshers. Now, your previous career high was 7. You hit almost that many in the first month of the season. What was your off-season routine like in order to add strength and to set yourself up for the breakout that you've had so far this year?
I think it all started when I came here during the Instructs last off-season. I came here for 10 days and put together a hitting program with Ducey and Andy Tracy, and they kind of helped me get to where I needed in a hitting stance and a rhythm to take the off season, continue to work on. And then also, just going into the offseason, lifting weights every day, getting bigger and stronger. This is the hardest offseason by far that I've, ever worked, working out wise as well. So I think putting it all together, just the hard work paying off, and just continuing to go through it.
What was that workout routine like? You said it was more intense than anything that you had ever gone through before for off-season workouts. What specifically were some of the things you were doing?
I got with a trainer. Actually, I was going to 2 different places. I went to one in Lodi with a UC Davis track and field coach, where we were just doing deadlifts, squats, and bench press as well. Just kind of, basically maxing everything out to where, put on a lot of size. And then I also go to a place in Modesto, California called the Performance Lab, and it's kind of more cardio and stuff into that as well, with almost like a CrossFit workout almost, but not quite, more standard lifting, and just basically just doing that almost every single day, and just kind of getting after it and trying to put on size.
And finally, in your Threshers Q&A for the July program that's coming up, when asked what would be your career if not pursuing baseball, you said that you would be a sports talk show host. So my question for you is, what is your favorite show on now, and what's the subject of your future talk show? Wow, okay, so one of my favorite shows, baseball-wise, I think one of my favorite shows is Intentional Talk. Love, we always come to the clubhouse every day and have it on, watching all the guys, former big leaguers talk, and just having a great time with one another, joking around, talking baseball. So that's always a great show to watch. If I had my own show, I'd say it'd have to be something kind of similar. I think it'd have to be a prank show with big leaguers. I think I'd like to, go around, places and just having everyone kind of see the way, a lot of baseball players interact and just kind of basically pranking people. I think it'd be pretty funny. So we're talking TV or radio? We're talking TV on this one, yeah. Definitely kind of see the behind the scenes part of, I guess, the big league clubhouse. All right, that's great stuff. And that's Mitch Walding. Thank you so much for joining us. Anytime.
It's down to 2 in the California Winter League as the number 2 seed Manitoba North Stars and the 11 seed the Palm Springs Power are set for a championship showdown on Sunday. Down 1-0, the North Stars bounced back with 4 runs in the bottom of the second, capped off by Kazuku Scott's RBI single. Manitoba opened it up with 3 more runs in the bottom of the fourth as Aaron Cook greeted reliever Kawagashi Haruki with a base knock to left to plate Brett Ziziski. With 2 outs, Tom Nagy worked an 8-pitch at-bat and laced a single to right to bring home 2 more runs, making it 7-1 North Stars. Dakota Freese earned the win after working 5 innings, permitting 2 runs on just 4 hits. The Manitoba North Stars secured their spot in the CWL Championship, knocking off the number 8 seed Midwest Haymakers 8-2. In Game 2, the Palm Springs Power blasted 4 home runs as Trent Zacks broke a 1-all tie in the 3rd inning, belting a solo shot out to left to put the Power ahead for good. After Zach Alifantuli opened the 4th with a leadoff homer, Matt Page singled and Weston Baylor belted a 2-run blast to center field to open up a 7-1 advantage. Palm Springs continued to pour it on in the 4th as Ian Hagenmiller's 3-run bomb over the left field wall pushed the Power ahead 11-1. Blake Evans locked down the win with 5 innings of work, striking out 9 batters while holding the Toronto Rush to 3 runs. The Power got it done on both ends of the ball as Cameron Johnson dives out of nowhere to reel in a deep drive in right center field, catfishing Apolinar De La Cruz out of extra bases in the 6th inning. The Power toppled the league's number 1 seed on Saturday, taking down the Toronto Rush 11-3. The stage is now set for the title game between the number 2 Manitoba North Stars and the 11 seed, the Palm Springs Power, with first pitch set for 12 p.m. Pacific on Sunday. Reporting at Palm Springs Stadium, I'm Kirsten Karbach.